My thanks to Pallet Tower of Sale for their sponsorship of this video. It's very much appreciated. Thank you. So this evening's vlog comes from here in Stoke, and right behind me there are the old entrances to the Victoria ground, the old ground. This is Butler Street, which is where the City fans went in. It's changed a lot. I'll show you, just behind that fence is a building site. Now, when you came along this street here to the Butler Street entrances, this was a ticket you used. Can you guess how much it cost? I'll show you. I've got great memories of coming here to Stoke City, not least Trevor Francis making his debut and scoring 2 goals. But in December 1988, that game where you saw the ticket from, City played here and lost 3-1. So it isn't all about history. History isn't just about winning, as some fans of some clubs would have you believe. It's about camaraderie, it's about fun. It's about City fans having a sense of humour. And over 10,000 City fans came that day in fancy dress. You could have seen anything from Frankenstein to whatever was in vogue at the time, Tommy Cooper, whatever. People dressed up in fezzes, because it was just a laugh to come that day. And although City lost 3-1, and I remember Paul Lake telling me that he thought that City, the players that is, had let the team down that day, it was still a great day out, which I remember fondly, despite it being a defeat. Hopefully tonight's game at the main stadium, which is just behind, you might even be able to make out the floodlights there in the distance, at the new Bet365 stadium, Britannia Stadium, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully that will be a City victory later on, but it's a long way from here, certainly if not distance in terms of time. So here we are at Stoke's modern stadium, and in this area just behind me here is a memory that's most abiding for me here really, which strangely was a 5-2 City victory on the last day of the season, when City had to win and hope that other teams elsewhere would do them a favour. They didn't. They won the game, but they went down to the 3rd tier of English football. Still wouldn't have rather been somewhere else that day. I was still had to have been here, and I was.
Well, I remember no matter what happened that day, we were both relegated. But it was a fantastic day when it was Georgie Kincladze's last game for City, and at the end of the game he came and threw his boots into the crowd, and the atmosphere was fantastic. But it was just so sad that you know, we were relegated, and you just had the awful feeling that wasn't going to be the end of it. We were going to go even further down. But fortunately at Wembley we managed to pull ourselves together. But seen a few good games since then for City, so let's hope tonight we can get a good result again, even without Sergio.
Fancy dress, inflatables, and getting beat.
Can you remember that game on Boxing Day 1988?
Yes, unfortunately I can. I couldn't a minute ago, but I can remember it. Yeah, it was bad getting out as well. If I can remember, there was a bit of trouble after the game, and a bit of trouble before the game. But fancy dress was the day. It really was a good day. That.
Were you in fancy dress?
I'm always wearing fancy dress. You have to wear fancy dress to be a City fan. That's the rules, isn't it?
Oh, it's shocking. We won 5-2, and it was just upsetting. You know, it was kicking off everywhere. Not good.
Well, that was part of City's history, and it almost makes what's happening now sweeter, doesn't it?
Oh, it certainly does. It certainly does. You know, you look where we've come now, and think where these are going. Yeah, it's happy days.
What are your memories of the Victoria ground?
Well, being absolutely freezing there in an FA Cup tie after the wind had blown the stand roof off a few days earlier, so we were in the teeth of a hurricane. Then there was Trevor Francis's debut, where we won 3-1 and Francis scored twice, and a 3-1 win on Boxing Day, where there was a bit of fancy dress, but nowhere near as much fancy dress as there was the following year, where unfortunately we lost 3-1.
Victoria ground, bit of a dump, but crazy days, always kicking off. Happy days as well, but it was a long way back.
Any games particularly.
Not particularly, because in them days my brain wasn't in the same place it is now. Don't remember much at all.
Dress derby?
I do remember that very well, but
Day.
we turned up drunk. We all came on the coach from the park side, got there with about 10 minutes to go, all in our flares, but had a great day out.
You wouldn't even remember the fact City lost then?
No. But I remember all that's happening these days. It's fantastic. Happy days and up the Blues.
It's unbelievable, really, isn't it?
Wonderful football, beautiful football. We're in a dream. We're in a dream.
Well, I'm hoping that we win tonight. We win at Everton, so we're set up for the derby. And I think at the derby that the police should arrange that United stay in at the end so they can enjoy the celebrations with all the City fans. Best of luck.
Well, it's been one of them seasons, hasn't it? It's unbelievable at the minute. The team's the best it's ever been. The club from top to bottom is awesome, and it's just been one of them roller coasters this season. The football we've played has just been outstanding, and to be a City fan who's been there since I was a kid, 89 at Main Road and all that, this is just dreamland for me, to be honest.
What are you expecting today?
Well, it's Stoke, innit? And you know, there's that age-old saying like, "Can you do it at Stoke on a Monday night?" It has been a bit wet and it is a bit cold, but this Man City team can do it anywhere you want. Napoli, anywhere you want. We'll do it here tonight, and it'll tee us up nicely for Everton next game.
I came from a little village in Cheshire where, I suppose, if I was honest, the nearest town was Crewe. But a lot of my friends were City fans. And,
nothing on United's history, but
no.
Worth a try.
And I think it would be the League Cup final. Yeah, I think it was the Neil Young goal. Because when we were kids, the only time you saw football on the telly, if you couldn't go to the match, you'd see the FA Cup final on the telly, and that's my first memory. Yeah, and then I got an uncle who, well, my dad's cousin, he'd get a season ticket now and again, and take me along to Main Road, and I think it was. Rodney Marsh's, one of Rodney Marsh's first games I remember going to, and it's little things like that stick in your mind. And
I think they come to take you away.
They have. They took their mothers away anyway.
Enjoy the game.
Thank you very much.
Going to win today, by the way.
Who knows? It's City, but we enjoy it.
3-0 to the Blues.
2-0 City.
3-0 Gabriel Jesus all day.
Sane 2-0.
All day. Up the City.
Come on, you boys.
Right, you're right.
I think it's an easy 3 or 4-0 with Jesus, who's getting fit now, and Sane and hopefully Silva on the wing. De Bruyne and Silva backing them up. That's it. Easy win.
They're desperate for points on Stoke, aren't they?
No, I can't see a problem here tonight. Too much class. Too much class. The boys.
Not to be dragged in, haven't we, by the fans, the Stoke fans, and obviously the tactics these guys are playing. So keep it strong. Second half, need another goal early on, I think.
They do need another goal, don't they?
Yeah.
The Stoke, it feels to me that the Stoke fans, if something ignites them, will really get going.
They only need one sniff, don't they? And things like Walker and Edison have to put it over the bar. Got to be careful, things like that. So hopefully second half, come out, get a goal, play well. So
still confident then?
Still confident, yeah.
So I've got to say 1-0 at half time. We're not there yet. It still needs another goal, I think. You get the feeling as well, as I was saying to the guy I was interviewing there, that Stoke fans are on the edge of being a really passionate crowd today, and it could make a little bit of a difference for them if they get an encouragement of an early goal in the second half. So far from done, but certainly domination by the Blues, and you feel if they get the second goal, then it will be job done. See what happens in the second half.
Spanish Dave has won me 70 quid. We won 2-0. I'm over the moon. City to win the league, City to win the Champions League. I'm off to Kiev and everything.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolute quality tonight. Again, not sharp Jesus tonight, but can't believe it. We're going to win the league.
Is it all done now, the title?
Yeah, it's over. No, not yet. Not yet. You can never say that being a City fan, can you?
What, boys? Yes.
First time tonight, Cheeseman, we sang it out, we're going to win the league in it. First time tonight.
Did you sing it and mean it? Or,
we sang it and meant it tonight, didn't we? We sang it and meant it.
Absolutely
it's
done.
Done and dusted. Done and dusted.
I don't believe it!
All over.
Ian,
It's all over.
What did we say before kick-off? Hammer 'em. This is it. City, we won the league. We're going to beat United, and that's when we're going to get the trophy. Mourinho, are you watching? We're going to win it!
Vincent Company, but then Vincent Company.
Not David Silva.
Between them, yeah. Actually, David Silva was the best player. But Vinny will always be my man of the match.
Is it all done now?
Yeah, of course. We're going to win the league now. Mind the gap, Man United. We've won. That's it. We'll be them all now. She's got the badge to prove it. Look.
Hello, Sandra. What does the badge say?
Champions 2017-18.
Brilliant.
Cheesy! All the way from Australia, mate.
Fresh from Melbourne.
Come on, City.
Cheesy! What do you think tonight then?
Absolutely brilliant, mate. Best performance of the three I've seen while I've been here.
Who is your star man tonight?
Silver, mate. It's got to be on it. Absolute class. Didn't waste the ball, did he? Absolutely superb.
I mean, I thought Vincent Company played pretty
well.
He did very well, and Otamendi as well.
Settled us at the back, doesn't he?
Silver's just a Rolls Royce.
What's it like watching the Blues down under then?
Oh, well, mate, I'm up at like silly o'clock all the time watching it, you know.
It's worth it, isn't it?
So it's worth it,
We're going to win the league.
Yeah, of course we're going to
That Kyle Walker is the best signing I've seen. I have to say, probably the best right back I've ever seen as well. And I've seen Tony Buck. Tony Buck was a great right fullback, but Kyle Walker is something else. He brings something, a different dimension to City.
Worth 50 million. I used to love Micah Richards, and I thought when Micah Richards was at his peak and Kyle was there fighting for England places, I thought, it's Kyle Walker, but Kyle Walker's a different class.
You're the Kyle Walker fan club then, aren't you?
Well, yeah, him and Otamendi, most improved players in the team. Fantastic.
It should have been about 5, Ian, but you know, we didn't put our chances away again. Sterling missed a couple, set up the first one. I was happy with that. Yeah, we've got to be champions now. Even the pessimistic Blue, the most pessimistic Blue, is going to say that. So, yeah, I'm really happy, and that's pretty much all I've got to say. Come on, Blues.
How are you going to cope now with 3 weeks without a game?
I know, painful. Spend some time with the kids for once, because I've not spent a lot of time with them. Going out every away game, it's expensive as well. As you know yourself, you know, you don't get anything back really from it, but the love and the joy of it, and these are the days you cherish more than anything, because you've been there all that time, what, 1,000 odd games, 2,000 yourself over, and it's incredible what we do, the effort we put in, and we're getting the rewards now at the end of it, so I'm really, really happy. Just hope we can do it in Europe, but we're yet to see the bigger tests come in the quarterfinals, and anywhere we're going to be there, wherever we are, so come on the Blues.
See you at Everton.
I'll see you at Everton.
So that's it, another win, 2-0 win here at Stoke City, another step closer to that title. Feels like it's almost, well no, it's definitely coming, isn't it? Next vlog is actually at Everton, so it's a little while off yet, but fear not, there will be a couple more vlogs in the gap between this game, the Stoke game, and Everton. I'm going to be interviewing David White for my XS Manchester cheers, XS Manchester show, and it will be appearing as a couple of vlogs. I might even do a sort of highlights of some of the vlogs from the season so far to tease you into the games that are coming against Everton, and then of course there's the Champions League and the Derby, and there's a lot of fun to come yet, isn't there? Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, don't forget the button down there, and I'll see you, well, before Everton, but definitely Everton.